Up for review today we have the Solar Streak Megazord from the 2006 series Power Rangers Mystic Force, or the Japanese equivalent, the Travelion from the 2005 series Maho Sentai Majiranger. Now before I go on, if you are a big Majiranger fan like I am, and then go ahead and feel free to buy the Travelion. It is the exact same thing, nothing's missing, exact same mold, same thing. And now, the story is pretty similar between Mystic Force and Majiranger for this. Now, Daggeron, that's what he's called in Mystic Force, and Hikaru in Majiranger. And also the same guy that played as Daggeron in Mystic Force was also the voice of Doggy Kruger in SPD. Now, they're both pretty similar. They were both in a battle of magic, fight each other, turned into a frog. Madison and Urara, both different versions from each other, kiss the frog, changed back to normal. Well, and so then later on they got their own Zord slash Mecha. That's a giant train, and it can cross through dimensions, kind of like the Den Liner from Kamen Rider Den-O. Oh, except that travels through time, and this travels through dimensions. This isn't the first time we've had a train Megazord, by the way. Like, we've had the enormous Super Train Megazord from Lightspeed Rescue, and the more recent one, the Paleo Max Megazord, which is basically a combination between the original Megazord, Solar Streak Megazord, and the Flashpoint Megazord. And its Japanese equivalent, the Kyuretsuo, but then again, Go Onter. They're supposed to be homages to past Sentai series. Seeing as RPM is probably the last series, because now there's a rumor going around that Disney's just going to not make a series for 2010 and it'll return in 2011. Not sure if that's true or not. It could be. I'm just saying. Might be, might not be. But besides that, let's go on with the review. Now, you're going to be disappointed when I say this, but you see, this has electronics in it, but before I did this review, I looked everywhere on this. I was trying to see if there was like a little screwdriver on here somewhere where I could unscrew it and put in like a AA or AAA batteries or a slide-off part, because this does have electronics. Like, here's the on and off switch right here. It's the button that you push for it, but I'm sorry, you're probably going to have to leave this review and go see another person doing this review for the sound effects. I'm sorry. Now, the Kyuretsuo slash Paleo Max Megazord basically sort of copied, but then again it's supposed to be an homage to this kind of wheeling right here. Can I see a little door right there and a ladder sort of like thing. It's tender. Moves around pretty nicely. As for the coaches, they're both the exact same thing basically, except one is the arms, the other is the legs. They can all connect and disconnect from each other. Like if we put them together, now let's go on with the transformation. The legs are the easiest part to transform. Coupling up, just like that, and it's done. The arms, the tender, put that up there, like this, go like that, sticks in right in there, and these just slide in there. Put this up. Sorry, that's never happened before. Well, actually it has, but you know. And yes, I am aware that you can stick this into the Titan Megazord for this to be the front of it instead of the Phoenix. Take these out, put this down, and before I put it in, this has a 360-degree angle on it. I honestly think that that's pretty useless, because all you have to do for this is just pull it out. It doesn't move anywhere, just move it like that and put it back. I honestly don't see why it needs a 360-degree joint on there. Now just push it in. And since Magishine and the Solaris Knight are both, their elements are the power of the sun, and then they just can't beat the power pack taste of Sunny D. Now onto articulation, like what most Megazords have, just 360 degrees. Now these ports right here do open, but nothing's in there. And of course, these can open. Have these little tiny train cars right here. And you can even put them together if you want. They can also fit into the arms. Also, this would open up. Sorry, again, no electronics. I'm sorry. And it would basically suck up the enemies in there and just basically turn it into coal. I'd like to see Thomas the Train beat this. Speaking of which, one time when I was looking at Power Ranger bootlegs, I found this one bootleg where it was basically like those Ertl Thomas the Trains mixed in with this. Like the Thomas Train face was right here. It was like half the size of this. It was basically Thomas mixed in with this. Now, anyways, on the ratings, I'm going to have to give this a 4 out of 5. Since it's got a pretty, well, simple but cool transformation. And just the way it looks, kind of sticks out there a little bit. Back is pretty bland though. And for these open components right here. And my next review will be the Steeder Gun Megazord, or slash, this is another name for it, the Phoenix Unizord.